Hello and welcome. My name is Jason and today we're going to be learning about the grammar of film. Just when we learn a language in film, there are certain concepts and ideas that help us create better films and movies. Today we're going to be exploring some of those concepts and in hope that we learn how to create better films. We're going to be focusing on type of camera shots. When we're filming a film, there are certain types of shots that we can use to convey the message and idea more clearly for our audience. So then they are engaged and continue watching our film or movie. Let's start looking at a close-up shot. Close-up shots are used to show details in the movie. We'll use close-up shots when we want really the audience to notice an element in the film. Let's look at an example. This is a close-up shot of a character. Usually close-up shots are used to show face expressions, so the audience can identify clearly what the character is feeling or the character reaction during the movie. Let's look at another example. This is another example of a close-up shot. Again, when we use a close-up, we want the audience to notice all the details that the shot is showing. In this shot, we see the two characters looking. We see different elements and the different expressions that they have. Finally, we have a third example of a close-up shot. Again, the purpose of this type of camera shot is to show details, more specifically face expressions from characters. Another very important shot that we can utilize to create better films is called a extreme close-up. Just as a close-up, extreme close-ups intend to show more dramatic face expressions or details during the movie. Let's look at an example of an extreme close-up. We have our character here, and this is an example of extreme close-up because we see the expression in his eyes more clearly and dramatic. Another example of extreme close-up is shown in this scene, where even though the frame has cut up some of the character's head and chin, we can focus on the face expression and it's very dramatic. So remember, if you want to show a dramatic effect, use an extreme close-up to show it. Our third type of shot that we can use is called median shot. Median shots are meant to show more elements in the frame. Usually, as we can see here, median close-ups, median shots are used to show action in the film, whatever our character is doing. Another important element of a median shot is that it usually covers from the waist up. Let's look at another example of a median shot. As we can see here, the median shot is all the way down to the waist, up to the top of the head. This is a perfect example of a median shot. Remember, we use median shots when we want to show the actions that the characters are performing in the film or movie. Let's look at another type of shot that we can integrate when we're creating our movies. This one is called a long shot. Long shots are meant to create an idea of a space, and it will show us more details. Usually the characters in a long shot are very small in relation to the space they're in. Let's look at an example. This is an example of a long shot. As we can see all the elements in this frame, but our character is very small in relation to all the aspects of the shot. Let's look at another example of a long shot. In this long shot, we see all the elements that the filmmaking is trying to show, but our character is very small in relation to the shot. It gives us a sense of space and where our character is performing the action. Just like close-ups, there are also extreme long shots. Extreme long shots are used to convey a sense of time in relation to the action that our character in the film is performing. Let's take a look at a couple examples. As we can see here, our character is very small in relation to the vast body of water. Again, extreme long shots give us a sense of space, where the character is located, and how long certain or how spacious certain scenarios are. Another very cool example of a extreme long shot is the scene where we can see our characters all the way back there in the background of the extreme long shot. Again, it gives the audience the sense of space, and sometimes it's a very good shot to create a sense of a spatial relation in terms of the character and the scenography. So far, we have talked about close-ups, extreme close-ups, medium shots, long shots, and extreme long shots. But in film, there are certain shots that are more specific and convey a different type of message. These type of shots are called specialty shots. Specialist shots give the camera a more versatile use, and you can create different type of feelings when you use these type of shots. The first shot is called point of view. Point of view will give the audience the sense that the character is looking at something. It will put the audience in the sense in the character's shoes, and it will show what the character is seeing. Let's look at an example. This is a great example of a point of view shot. As we can see here, we know that the character is looking at the different individuals in the shot. Let's take a look at another example of point of view shot. This is a great example of a point of view shot because we can see that our character is sitting in a very high point and is looking at the horizon. Another type of specialty shot is called over-the-shoulder shot. Over-the-shoulder shots are used to show two characters in the same frame. Usually we see the first character and then we see the shoulder and back of the second character. Let's take a look at an example. This is a perfect example of an over-the-shoulder shot. We see our main character and we see the other character in the back. And we're able to look at the main character without forgetting about the second character. Let's take a look at another cool example. This is a more complete over-the-shoulder shot. Even though it's called over-the-shoulder shot, we see most of the frame of the second character and we see our main character in the back. Finally, we're going to talk about an establishing shot. An establishing shot helps the audience to know where the actions are happening. They're usually used to give the audience a sense of location. Let's take a look at a couple examples. This is an excellent example of an establishing shot. As we can see here, if we were watching a video or a movie or a film, and this is the shot that the camera is giving us, we can tell that the actions for this film or movie are happening in a big city where there is a bridge, there are multiple high buildings, and there is even a body of water. Let's take a look at another example of an establishing shot. This establishing shot is showing us that the action is happening in a stadium, and in the back we can see a castle. Establishing the actions for a film is very important, and establishing shots help us to convey this idea. Finally, we're going to talk about high-level shots, which are also especially shots that we can use to integrate in our film or movie and convey our message more clearly. High-level shots are usually used to create a sense of smallness. Let's take a look. In this high-level shot, the camera is used to capture the characters from a high point, showing them sometimes even smaller than what they really are. It's very dramatic and a very well use of the camera in different angles. Let's take a look at another example. As we can see in this high-level shot, the camera is capturing a dramatic shot of our main character from a high-level point. I hope you have enjoyed and learned about the different types of shots, camera shots that we can use to create our films and movies. And we will see you next time. Thank you for watching.